let praises rise from the inside of me. May you delight in the inside, God, in the inside of me. Come feel my life from the inside, Lord, from the inside of me. Set me on fire, yeah, from the inside, from the inside. Oh, 'cause all I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted high. All I want is for you to be glorified, you to be lifted high. Let praises rise from the inside, Lord. Come on, tell him this morning. May you delight in the inside, God, in the inside, Lord. Come fill our lives this morning, Lord, like only you can do, Jesus. On the inside, on the inside, Lord. Set me on fire, on the inside, on the inside, on the inside. All I want is for you to be
glorified, for you to be lifted.
all I want, God, is for you to be. Yes, yes.
For you to be lifted.
All I want, God, yeah, is for you to be lifted high, God, you to be glorified. All I want, dear Jesus, is for you to be. Hallelujah. Come on, everybody sing that with us. All I want, God, feel me, Jesus, you to be more of you, less of me. All I want, King Jesus, is for you to be. Can we do it just one more time, please? All I want, King Jesus, hey, it's for you to be glorified. Come on, how many of you know it's all about him? It's not about us. All I want, King Jesus, hallelujah, you to be. Come on, I believe one person needs to sing it again. All I want, King Jesus, more of you, hey, less of me, yeah, more of you, and less of me, more of you, Jesus, less of me, God, you to be. Feel my life till all they see is you, Lord. Glorify your name. Feel my life till all they see, God, is you, Lord.
Welcome to a special edition of Wellness Wednesday, guys. Welcome, and thank you for joining me. Of course, I want to start off with our special Bible verse that I always read. It's 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20, and it reads, "Do you not know your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? Do you know that you're not your own? You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies." Y'all, I say over and over again that this Bible verse is so important that we have to honor and take care of our bodies because Jesus bought it at a dear-hearted price. And also, y'all, through scriptures, we can find God's guidance to good health. So Bible verses show us God's rules to good physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. So let's move forward. We have a special guest with us today. Yes, and it is Dr. Caron Warnsby.
Yes.
Yes, she is a general surgeon right here in Rocky Mount. Welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. So, Dr. Warnsby, let me pull up her information, y'all. Y'all know how I do. I always have to read. I'm sorry. Dr. Warnsby was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. She graduated from Tuskegee University with a BS in biology in 1992 and the University of Illinois of College of Medicine in 1997. She did her residency in Brooklyn, New York at Brookdale University Hospital and Medical Center in 2004. Afterwards, she moved to Marshall, Michigan, which is outside of Battle Creek, Michigan, which is also the famous town for the Kellogg's and Post cereal. We see those commercials all the time.
Yes.
I would love to see that later. I bet it smells real good around there.
You can smell the Cocoa Puffs or Fruity Pebbles. You'll know when they're cooking it, yes.
I would be so fat if I lived around it. And there is where she joined a general surgery practice, y'all. And she stayed there for 16 years, so she has lots of experience. That's a good thing. Yeah. She decided to move to North Carolina after looking around the country, trying to decide what would be best for her and how she's going to fulfill the last portion of her career. She likes the different climates, so she decided, why not Rocky Mount? We have a little mixture of everything, and we are very diverse here, yes. She decided this would be the perfect size town to raise her children, and we are just that.
Absolutely,
we are that.
Yes.
Her hobbies include traveling internationally to the Caribbean, to Europe, Australia, and India. She loves to read and listen to the audiobooks, and she's looking forward to learning all that Rocky Mount has to offer now that we are opening back up after the pandemic. She has 2 children, and they love cheerleading and soccer, and they enjoy learning how to swim. That seems like that's a big thing that's happening around here lately, is swimming.
Yes. You can get in the pool and burn some energy.
Yes. Oh, it's a great way to exercise, too, to burn some calories. Yes. So without further ado, y'all, let's welcome Dr. Warnsby.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Dr. Warnsby. So, how long have you been here in Rocky Mount?
I am officially 1 year in. I moved here in June of last year, so right in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Woo, that had to be tough.
Yes, it was tough because it's like you want to explore. You want to drive around and see what's there, and everything was pretty much closed, and, other than, doing shopping and trying to get settled and, decorating the house, it was like...
You had to order everything online.
Exactly, and wait several months for things to come. Yes. And then, the kids trying to... That was the hardest part with the children, not being able to go out and make friends because it's like, well, it's not safe, right now. But now they're getting involved, and we're trying to find all little activities for them to get involved in. So I'm excited.
All right. Good.
Yes.
So tell us, what a general surgeon does for those of us that don't understand or don't know exactly what a general surgeon is.
So general surgeons now basically do variety of surgery. Some will do breast surgery as far as for cancer or masses, whether they're cancer or not. We do hernia surgeries, your groin hernias, your belly button hernias, remove gallbladders a lot, and little lumps and bumps. So basically, I'm the general all over your little body. Now, the specialties, your lungs, your heart, bones, brain, that's different surgeons who do that.
All right. So I have a question. So I have a friend that thinks she has gallbladder issues, and if she's listening, she knows exactly who I'm talking about.
Hi.
So how would she go see you? Does she need to schedule an appointment? Does she need to be referred?
It really depends on her insurance, but she can always call the office, and then they'll tell her if she requires a referral from her primary care doctor. But we get self-referrals all the time where you can call and say, I've been having this pain. If she knows definitely that she has like gallstones, then we can just get her scheduled and talk about surgery. If she's still having questions whether it is her gallbladder, we do tests to work up and make sure that it is her gallbladder and then talk about surgery. Yeah.
This is great. So if her insurance allows, she will be calling your office today. I'm going to make sure of that.
All right. I'll see you later.
So tell us your story of why you wanted to become a surgeon.
Okay. So I always wanted to be a doctor. I was, since I was little, I didn't know anything else other to be. And I thought I wanted to deliver babies.
I have 13 years of OB nurse right here.
And so when I went to medical school, that was my plan. And then when you start taking your rotations through every course, I did OB first, and it didn't click. And then I did surgery, and it clicked. The personalities click. I love the idea of a person coming in with a problem. I could do the surgery, fix them, and then they can enjoy the rest of their life without that problem anymore.
Yes.
So that really clicked with me. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is very good. So I also was a surg tech before I became a nurse. So I worked in the operating room for 3 years, assisting surgeons just like yourself.
Yeah. Can't do it without you guys.
Thank you. And then once I became a nurse, I still did some surgery center cases. Not in the big hospital cases, but I am thankful for surgeons.
Yes.
Thank you. So what are some things that you would tell young ladies that look like you that are some of the benefits and challenges of being a female surgeon?
I think the biggest benefit is that, especially in our community, patients love to see people like us taking care of them. Yes. And most really respond to a woman because of the nurturing part of it. As far as being a lady general surgeon, the great part is that you have a career where you are a role model for all little girls to show them they can do anything.
Yes.
Our people as well as all people. It's the idea of I can do the same thing a guy can do and have a career and have children. Yes. It's not easy, but it can be done.
It can be done.
Exactly. So it's a very rewarding profession.
Good. Thank you for that. So I've been asked by one of our female high school members of Word. She wants to be a surgeon.
Wow, great.
I wish she could have been here.
That's okay.
But her question is, she's going to the 10th grade. What does she need to do right now to prepare so that she can, have her goals and her outlook together?
Okay. So I always tell anybody who's interested in medicine, still enjoy life. You can study, but still enjoy the social side of life, the sports, the social clubs. That makes you a more well-rounded person where you can relate to people one-on-one. As far as the academics, it's if you know this is what you want to be, you do have to do your studying.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's always nice to do the biology classes. I did Latin thinking I had to learn all this Latin. You don't have to do Latin. You can learn Spanish. That's even more important. Learning something like Spanish is more important to be able to communicate. And then as far as college, looking forward to college, you don't have to limit yourself to a science degree. It helps because it gives you a solid foundation. But again, I had classmates in medical school who were engineers. They were English teachers. They did all different things before they went to medical school. So it's quite okay to say, I want to be an English major and still go to medical school.
Okay.
In college, I say again, enjoy college. Still do your social things.
Yes.
You study Monday through Friday. You can enjoy your weekend, and then Sunday is your new Monday.
Your new Monday.
After church.
Absolutely. After your praise and worship time. Yes.
I would say volunteer and then shadow a doctor or a nurse to see if it's really the life that you wanted. If it's, it would be terrible to find out in med school that you can't stand blood. It's too far in debt at that point. You're going through with it.
You're going through with it, yes. So
So
how long is medical school?
Medical school is 4 years. Some programs have it where you can split the first year into two parts if it's too overwhelming academically, and it can be 5 years, but most are 4 years. And then your residency training varies based on the specialty you want to go into. For general surgery, it's usually anywhere from 5 to 7 years, depending if you do research. And then you can go after that to even do more specialty training.
Wow.
So it can take up a considerable amount of your 20s. So that's why I emphasize enjoy high school, enjoy college, because you're going to need those memories to get you through the midnight studying hours.
Yes, it sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot. So tell us, in this area right here, the surgical procedures that you've had, what are some of the cases that could possibly been prevented if we took better care of ourselves?
Okay, so there's the results of high blood pressure uncontrolled and diabetes uncontrolled, where it leads to requiring dialysis. And so we have to put in catheters to help with dialysis. There's the infections that are a result of the diabetes being uncontrolled. And so then it becomes a severe infection that requires me to do a surgery. It's never good if I have to fix your abscess. Well, it is good because I can fix it, but it's going to lead to some changes in lifestyle for several months until the wound heals. It's even gallbladder. A lot of people say it runs in my family. And I say, really, it's not the gallstones that run in the family. It's our diet and our cooking styles that run in the family. And so your diet plays a major contribution to having your gallbladder disease that leads to surgery. So high-fat foods, gallstones, gallbladder issues. Another thing I've noticed a lot is the cancer, breast cancer and colon cancer. Making sure you get your mammograms and doing your self-exams is so important. It's a big difference between a small cancer that's less than a half an inch that we can remove, and early stages where you don't need chemotherapy, you may not need radiation therapy, just the surgery itself, versus it's coming in more advanced, larger, spreading throughout the body, and then requiring chemotherapy, radiation therapy. colon cancer, getting your colonoscopy. The new recommendations are age 45 now, not 50 anymore.
Right.
So younger people are developing cancer. Some of it is our diet and alcohol and smoking leading to early cancer. Some of it is genetic also. So if it runs in your family, colon cancers or polyps, you definitely need to have yours done earlier than your family member who is diagnosed with. And it's just very important to be aware that just because you don't feel bad doesn't mean you shouldn't go for your checkup to make sure nothing is going wrong. That's equivalent to having a beautiful Mercedes that you never take for a checkup and expecting it to run for 20 years and not break down on you.
And not break down.
So your physician is like your mechanic or for your maintenance checkups. Make sure your cholesterol is under control, your blood sugar is under control, your weight is under control, all those things.
Take heed, everyone. You're hearing it firsthand from a physician that's educating us on what she's seeing in our community, what she's seeing with our people, with you, with to each other. The one thing I take away from that is just our eating habits. It's just we don't want to break the cycle of the way we eat in the South with our collard greens and everything, but we have to do a little better. We just have to do better.
Yeah, and it's just you can still have your collard greens instead of the hog mug or whatever pork you put in it. You can use the turkey neck and just tweak it a little bit to make it a little less low fat. And the fast food, I usually tell my gallbladder patients, I was like, if it's a restaurant that have a window in it, that hands food out of a window, you don't need to eat there. Now, we all know we stop at McDonald's or Burger King, and it's not bad once in a while, but to have it consistently and to have it for our children consistently, it makes the disease happen sooner than it should.
Yeah, so the key word is consistent. So we're not saying by any means, y'all, you can't have your fast food restaurants. We just don't need to eat it all the time, every day. I actually made cabbage the other day with turkey neck instead of my bacon grease. So, and it turned out pretty good. Yeah. It tastes well. I asked my son, because I didn't tell my son what I did. I wanted to see if he can see a difference in my cabbage. And he was like, it's pretty good. It's good. And then I told him, and I was like, wow, I feel better knowing that we are eating this food and we're enjoying it, and it's not going to hurt us in the long run or have a long-term effect. I don't have hypertension that runs in my family, and I've been blessed by the Lord to not have hypertension. But my children's father, they have hypertension. He was diagnosed with hypertension at a very young age, and one of my sons, at 18 years old, his blood pressure was elevated. And I was like, oh, my God, no. So I have done a lot of education to them. We have to take care of our bodies. We just have to.
And especially when you know it runs in your family, not to ignore it and think that you're the one that's going to skip. It can skip if you take control of it and intervene early.
Intervene, yes. And that's what my son has done. I'm very proud of him. All right. So is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Well, I would love to help take care of you. So I look forward to, seeing you around town.
Yes.
I don't want to say I look forward to seeing you in the office, but if you need me, I'm here. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the neighborhoods at the games and hopefully watching my daughter cheer or swimming or whatever at the Harrison Y. It's a beautiful Y. I was very impressed with the Y and all the facilities it has for children. Myself and my mom, who moved here also with me, she goes to the Y almost every day trying to get in a different class. So
I love our local Y. I love it. I had my kids enrolled, and it was like, I'll go upstairs to exercise, and I don't even have to worry about where they're at, what
Exactly.
they're doing, because yes. And then with the swimming pool, this was all pre-pandemic now.
Yes. And now it's opening back up, and they're taking precautions. So
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So how else would individuals want to, how do they contact you at your office?
At my office, you can go to 252-962-4554. That's our office phone number. And we have wonderful staff who will make sure you get seen by myself or my partner, Dr. Zachary. She's also a Black physician, female, who's there. So it was very nice to have a nice young lady who I can help to develop her skills. We also have two other partners, Dr. Harrison and Dr. Alkire. They do a lot of vascular surgery as well as hernia surgeries. They do pretty much the same thing I do.
Oh, great.
But talk to your physicians about us, ask them, and they can refer you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for choosing Rocky Mount.
Thank
Little
you for
video
welcoming
Rocky
me.
Mount.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for taking care of our community.
Yeah.
And thank you. We just, I don't want to keep reflecting on this, but to see people that look like us is something we see on TV or Atlanta, because it's like everything's happening in Atlanta. But for it to be happening right here in Rocky Mount, we're just honored and pleased to have you.
And we are blessed to serve you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone. That is going to end our special edition of this Wellness Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you next September 1st, which is a Wednesday at 1:00. Hopefully our special guest, I don't know who our special guest will be at this moment, but hopefully our topic will be one that many women need to address, and that is menopause. We'll be discussing some women's health, y'all. So thank you again, and I want everybody to have a blessed and prosperous rest of your week. See you later.
Bye. Thank you.